Hello and welcome to City Beat, your source for news and information here in the city of Rocky Mount. I'm Jesse Nunnery, Media Relations Specialist. In today's episode, we're going to talk with members of the Rocky Mount Police Department. Our first guest today is Cameron Mcfadden. He began his career with the Rocky Mount Police Department in 2014, and he is currently assigned to the Special Operations Division as a member of the Gang Intelligence and Violent Offenders Unit. Cameron was recently recognized as the Lions Club Rocky Mount Police Department Officer of the Year. So congratulations, Cameron.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today. How did you get into law enforcement is my first question. And then how did you get into the Gang Intelligence and Violent Offenders Unit?
So, growing up, I never thought I'd be in law enforcement ever. I was kind of like a trouble child through high school, whatever. But I ran into a old former captain here, Henry King, and I met him where I'm from, Bunn, North Carolina, and he kind of talked to me, pulled me aside, and we had a talk, and he kind of really encouraged me to get into the police academy. And at the time, I was like, man, heck no, I don't want to be a police officer. You're crazy. But I actually took a try, and when I got into the academy, I truly fell in love with it, and I just kind of thrived from there. I came here, I got hired with Infield first. I was there for a short period of time and came to Rocky Mount. And to get to the gang unit, I pretty much have just dedicated myself to the gang members and the violent crime that we have here in the city of Rocky Mount, on and off duty, being involved in the community to learn more about it, and just remaining engaged pretty much is what got me to that point.
Yeah, what is that like to see that engagement or to have that engagement with the youth, troubled or not, and then being able to make a difference every day?
Personally, to me, it's life-changing. It's a huge thing for me. I know where I came from, what I came from, the things that I've encountered throughout my life. So, it's really, it's kind of hard to put in words, but I see the struggles of a lot of our youth within the city of Rocky Mount, and I see some of the things that they go through that were similar to my own lifestyle. So I really try to relate to them in that avenue, from just kind of saying, hey, I understand what you're going through, I can relate, here's why I can relate, and just building those relationships to kind of bridge the gap and show a difference in policing throughout the community of Rocky Mount.
And often in unsung hero job, they may see you in uniform or not in uniform, but how does it make you feel that you've been recognized by the Lions Club as the Officer of the Year for 2020?
I can't put it into words. Personally, I give all honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's the head of my life. I'm thankful. I thank my coworkers who I work alongside with. They push me. I push myself as well, but I really can't put it into words aside from just a thank you. I truly dedicate myself to the agency 100%, 110% on and off duty, so it's pleasurable.
And next we're joined by Christiana Claiborne. She began her career with the Rocky Mount Police Department in 2018, and she's a records technician and call taker. She is stationed at the police department's front desk and is responsible for a multitude of tasks. So thanks for joining us today, Christiana.
Thank you.
So like this intro said, you're one of the first people that the public sees.
Yes, sir.
At the front desk. So what is that responsibility like, meeting people?
You have different people coming in for different reasons. And of course, since I'm the first one that they're going to see, I'm the first one to set the bar of how it's going to be that day.
And what do you think works the best when you're dealing with folks? Is it trying to understand where they're coming from or knowing where to direct them?
I think it's a little bit of both. I need to know where they're coming from so I can stay calm and try to help them and get them to the right person. At my previous jobs, I was a teacher assistant for 10 years. So I've dealt with 20, 25, 30 different little personalities along with the parents' different personalities. So I kind of think that set the bar for me to be able to deal with the public more than what I do.
So what do you think is your future? What do you see long term? Is this something that you're happy doing now, or are you trying to continue to see where it leads you?
I'm really happy where I'm at now. Before I came here, I was with a small town, and I actually worked with the police department there also. This is a bigger town, of course, more responsibilities. I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy my coworkers, and I enjoy the job that I do and learning every day. Every day is a new day, and every day it seems like I learn something new, and I'm very pleased with that. So I'm staying, try to see where it's going to take me from there.
And finally, what does it mean for you to be recognized as the Civilian Employee of the Year?
It's a very humbling experience to know that I've been recognized not by my coworkers, and when I thought that I wasn't being recognized, that this satisfies and proves that they have seen the job that I was doing in the short time that I've actually been employed here.
And the final Employee of the Year that we're going to recognize today is Stacy Vick. She was recognized as the Telecommunicator of the Year for the Rocky Mount Police Department. Stacy began her career with the department in 2017. She is a 911 telecommunicator responsible for receiving, processing, and transmitting public safety information. Stacy, welcome to City Beat. Tell us a little bit how you got into this career.
I started off with a degree with criminal justice from North Carolina Central University. I've always had a love for criminal justice and law enforcement. So I took an opportunity. I moved back from Durham, North Carolina, moved back to Rocky Mount, my hometown, and applied. I saw the position open, and I took a gander at it and just went forward and saw that they liked me. I guess I tested well, so I got the call to start, and I've been here ever since. And coming in every day, I know what to expect. No, every day is not the same. Some days are chilled back. Some days are high, like fast paced. You can't even get a thought in, but I get the job done best way I know how. With the training that I've had when I first started, it's overwhelming, but I can, get a understanding of what people are going through when they're answering or calling us, and we have to answer that phone on the first ring just about, and they're yelling and screaming and they need help, and we have to be the ones to be calm and be able to send in the help that they need. I never thought that I would have been a telecommunicator, but I knew that I could be able to do the job because multitasking is very important in this job. You're answering phone calls, you're talking to people while you're standing there on the radio, you're talking to the fire department, you're talking to the police department, you're talking to a tow truck company of all sorts. So this is the job that I want. I actually thought about going on the other side of law enforcement, but I'm gonna stay still where I'm at. I love the training part of telecommunicating, so maybe down the line I might even look into becoming a general instructor for telecommunicators.
And finally, what does this honor mean to you? As you know, the public doesn't get to see you, they talk to you, but you have been recognized
Yes.
by the club and by your peers.
I've been smiling from ear to ear ever since I found out. It means a lot to me to know that my coworkers see me and see my passion for the job. I know that my work here is not done in vain, even though, yes, they don't see me face to face, but they hear my voice. It means a lot to me, and I'm very pleased for it.
Thank you to the members of the Rocky Mount Police Department for joining us today. And we invite you to visit rockymountnc.gov for the latest news and information. Also, join us on YouTube and check out our newest social media platform, which is the City Beat Podcast, available on Spotify. We'll see you next time.